How much do you know about the human body? Let's find out. I've got 5 rounds of questions for you, ranging from easy to very difficult. And make sure you keep track of your score so you can download one of these free certificates at the end of the video. All right, it's time to get started. Here comes question 1 of the Ultimate Human Body Quiz. The solar plexus is a network of nerves located where? The abdomen, the skull, or the pelvis? Vivid dreams tend to occur in which stage of sleep? N1, N3, or REM sleep? The shoulder is what kind of joint? A ball and socket, a hinge, or a pivot? Which of the following is not a vital organ? The appendix, the kidneys, or the lungs? How many teeth does a typical adult have? 24, 32, or 40? What natural pigment gives skin, hair, and eyes their color? Melanin, hemoglobin, or keratin? Which of the following body parts stays more or less the same size over the course of a person's lifetime? The collarbone, the eyeballs, or the ears? Mineral deposits that form in the kidneys and elsewhere are commonly known as nuggets, stones, or rocks. The brain's ability to adapt and reorganize itself is known as what? Neuroplasticity, neuroflexibility, or neurodynamics? Relative to size, what is the strongest muscle in the body? The chest, the thigh, or the jaw? Vessels that carry blood away from the heart are known as what? Capillaries, veins, or arteries? Which muscle controls the intake of breath? The diaphragm, the sartorius, or the psoas? Which of the following is said to be good cholesterol? Triglycerides, high-density cholesterol, or low-density cholesterol? Which region of the spine is highlighted in this image? The thoracic spine, the lumbar spine, or the cervical spine? In medical terminology, what does the suffix phagia refer to? Eating, fear, or pain? How many pairs of ribs do most people have? 10, 12, or 14? What is the primary function of red blood cells? To clot the blood, to fight infection, or to carry oxygen? What chemical is produced in large quantities during an allergic reaction? Histamine, insulin, or adrenaline? What is the longest bone in the human body? The humerus, the tibia, or the femur? Which of the following sensory organs helps maintain balance? The fingertips, the nose, or the inner ear? What is the top layer of skin called? Epidermis, dermis, or hypodermis? Carpal tunnel syndrome typically affects what part of the body? The neck, the wrist, or the ankle? What is the name of the bony protrusion seen here? A corn, a cyst, or a bunion? What does insulin do? Fight infection, aid digestion, or regulate blood sugar levels? What is the technical term for the tailbone? The ischium, the coccyx, or the sacrum? What kind of tissue connects muscles to bone? Ligaments, cartilage, or tendons? What type of acid breaks down food in the stomach? Lactic acid, hydrochloric acid, or citric acid? Where are red blood cells produced? The bone marrow, the liver, or the lymph nodes? Someone who suffers from alopecia is losing what? Mobility, sight, or hair? What structure connects the two hemispheres of the brain? The corpus callosum, the brainstem, or the hypothalamus? The colon is also known as what? The duodenum, the large intestine, or the small intestine? What is an aneurysm? A bacterial infection, a bulging blood vessel, or a cancerous tumor? Roughly how much electrical power does a resting human body generate? 10 watts, 100 watts, or 1,000 watts? Where is the carotid artery located? The neck, the leg, or the arm? What type of muscle lines our internal organs? Skeletal muscle, cardiac muscle, or smooth muscle? A person's metabolic rate is largely regulated by this gland. Is it the pituitary gland, the adrenal gland, or the thyroid gland? Which cells in the eye detect color? Ganglions, cones, or rods? The VZV virus causes chickenpox and another common skin condition. Is it acne, eczema, or shingles? Which organ can regenerate itself after significant damage? The liver, the pancreas, or the spleen? What medical procedure is used to open a blocked artery? An angioplasty, a rhinoplasty, or a brachioplasty? Approximately how many lymph nodes can be found in the human body? 16 to 20, 80 to 100, or 400 to 800? Halitosis is the technical term for what? Bad breath, dandruff, or excessive sweating? What does the gallbladder do? Metabolize fat, store bile, or produce lymph? The human body has only one true floating bone, one that doesn't connect to any other. What is it? The hyoid, the sternum, or the mandible? Which organ has no blood supply and receives oxygen directly from the air? The tonsils, the cornea, or the mucous membranes? What is the name of this structure in the inner ear? The eustachian tube, the cochlea, or the tympanic membrane? What enzyme helps start the digestive process by breaking down starches in the mouth? Amylase, lipase, or pepsin? Fluid that reduces friction in the joints is known as synovial fluid, synaptic fluid, or amniotic fluid. New mothers secrete a special liquid that helps kickstart an infant's immune system. What is it called? Meconium, colostrum or perilymph? Rickets is a childhood bone disorder caused by a deficiency of what vitamin? Vitamin B, vitamin K, or vitamin D? Congratulations, you've now finished the quiz. Terrific work. Here are your grades for this week's certificates, and whatever your score, kudos to you for taking a little bit of time today to help your mind stay sharp. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, keep reading, keep learning, and be well.